Y'all, sorry about my hair. My hair's a mess. Anyways, I think people like to overcomplicate fitness. And don't get me wrong. Firstly, I cut to start with. Like when I first started fitness, I cut. Don't do that. Don't cut first. It's horrible. Do a bulk first, then cut, and then after you lean out, just maintain. You don't need. You can maintain your weight and put on as much muscle on that frame as you can. And then if once you get to like that peak, then you should bulk again, and then you should cut down, maintain. Usually, I like to maintain. From like now on, I'm not gonna be bulking or cutting too much. I'm just maintaining, trying to lean out my physique. So, what I eat in a day. Honestly, when I was cutting, I was tracking calories to an absolute T. I was making sure I was in a deficit. Blah 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 blah. I was tracking calories insanely to an absolute T. During the bulk, I was eating around 3,000 to 3,500 calories. That was freaking awful. I had to like stuff my face even though I was full with like usually it was healthy food, sometimes it was junk here and there. During the main gain, not tracking calories honestly. I'm just eating healthy cuz like I know to maintain the weight I want is which is 170, like 165, 170. I want to eat around 2,700 to 3,000 calories a day, and eating 3,000 calories to begin with was a freaking absolute struggle. So I know I'm either getting to 3,000 or just below 3,000 a day. So I know either I'm going to be in a sort of mini cut, which is kind of what I want, or a main gain, which is also what I want because I want to lean out while putting on muscle. So I don't want to be in a super low deficit. Like I'm talking like a 100 200 calorie, very low deficit. Because most people do 300 500. I'm doing like 100 to 200 to 2 if not no deficit during a day. What I eat this morning I had protein pancakes with two sausage and sugar-free syrup. Two sausage like patty like things like the little patties. They're decently healthy. They're not like mind blowing healthy, but they're not gonna ruin you. With sugar free syrup, and then have some protein snacks for the after work, and then I have this like protein like bowl mix thing in the fridge for later. It's four Greek yogurts with one scoop of protein powder, which is 15 grams for me, for my protein powder, and one scoop of PB2, which is around also another 15 grams of protein. I try to hit at least 150 to 200 grams of protein a day. I know that's a big jump, but usually I get around 170, sometimes 200 here and there. But I'm trying to maintain, so 170 to 200, 150 if I'm having a really bad day, it's okay. So yeah, and then I'll probably have some other food here and there that's healthy throughout the day. But this is like my meal plan. So I had my pancakes and stuff this morning. Thank God, my mom made them for me. She's great. She makes me protein pancakes. Love her to death. Um, Protein snacks. So I have like protein pop tarts in there, beef jerky. It's a lot of processed food, but I don't have the ability to meal prep a lot because I don't have a lot of whole foods because they're expensive as hell, and my mom will not buy them. So like sometimes I'll make eggs and I'll eat a lot of Greek yogurt, eggs, protein pancakes, protein waffles, protein snacks, protein shakes. It's like my meal list is very small, but it's in within the healthy range for main gaining and sort of a mini cut. And I know I'm not getting to like a bulk phase. I know I'm not getting to enough calories to bulk, so I know I'm either going to be in a mini cut phase or a main gain phase, and that's what I want because I want to lean out while not losing strength and not losing muscle. So if I'm main gaining, I can do that because either one, I'm putting on so much muscle that it's like pushing like it's get like more muscle than fat, so my muscle is going to be defined anyway because I'm putting on that much muscle. Or I'm in a mini cut where I'm kind of getting rid of some fat really slowly and while putting on a decent bit of muscle. So that's what I'm doing. That's my plan for quite a while. I'm going to main gain slash mini cut for quite a while. Mostly main gain though. I want to stay between 170 175 body weight or 160. 165 is the absolute lowest I'll go. Once I get to there, not going any past that because when I was at 150, I was at 159 at the very end of my first cut. That was horrid. I felt like garbage. I lost a strength, and that's why I started to bulk when I lost strength. But right now, really focused on maintaining my weight. 170, 175, 165 at the lowest, but don't want to go down there. Trying to really keep it between 170, 175, and put on as much muscle as I can on that frame. That eventually, even if I have a little bit of fat on me, like the little bit of fat that's down here, I'll do out of lighting too. Like the little bit of fat that's around me, that the muscle will push it out and my muscles will show anyway. Definition from putting on so much muscle. And even then. I'm pretty lean right now. I think if I were to guess my body fat, 19-20% body fat, like 18 maybe, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too high because I carry a lot of fat in my like ass. I mean, sorry, excuse my language, in my booty and my lower tummy. So if you look, I have like the abs, but then like there's this like little bit of fat everywhere around my tummy, especially my lower tummy is really where it's at. But sorry I'm talking so fast. I got to go to work in like 20 minutes, and I also like my mom's pretty sure I have ADHD, but besides the point. But yeah, that's my what I eat usually in a day. I think people like to overcomplicate fitness slash getting lean. If you're in a main gain phase, you really don't have to calculate calories. You just eat until you're full and make sure you hit protein. Really, like, because if you're eating till you're full, you're not gonna get into a bulk phase. Because in a bulk, you're eating even after you're full, and it sucks. If you're a main gain, you're just eating till you're full, making sure you're hitting at least what your body weight or just slightly below, but that's you want to hit at least your body weight in protein. So if I'm trying to weigh 170, 175, I'm eating 170 grams of protein minimal, 160, 150 if it's a really bad day, and 200 if it's optimal because I want to put on more protein the better. So 200 grams is like what I want to hit. 170 is like minimal, and 150 is like if it's man, this freaking sucks. This day has been horrible. But anyways, yep. Don't overcomplicate it. If you're in a cut, I do suggest counting all your calories, counting your macros, making sure you're not eating a whole bunch of garbage. But mostly in a cut, it's calorie deficit. It is like calorie deficit in a cut. If you're in a cut, you're calorie deficiting slowly, bit by bit by bit. I didn't do that. I did like a massive cut in my first after because I started out pretty fat, and I cut. And it was garbage. Don't cut. Bulk first. And from my personal experience, even if like I was like skinny fat, so I cut. It was horrid. Don't do that. Um, I think people should main gain more often. Like once they get to a healthy weight, which is like for me, I feel like the best at like my the minimal I can be at is 165. Once I get below that, I start to feel like garbage, and like the maximum was 175/80. But I'm not gonna get to that weight. But I'm saying that's like the max to where I feel great while still having fitness, etc., stamina, blah 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 blah. And yeah, don't overcomplicate it. If you're in a bulk, eat 300 to 500 calories above your maintenance and slowly up that as you what's it called as you gain weight and keep working out. Don't stop working out. If you're in a cut, cardio, calorie deficit, blah blah blah. Main gain, super like the reason I'm main gaining is because it's super simple for me. I just got to eat until I'm full or eat in around 500 to 600 calories per meal, or like no 1,000 to 900 to 1,000 calories per meal. And even then, I'm not hitting that per each meal. I'm getting some snacks here and there that will help me hit that calorie. And protein, main gain, a lot of protein. Just eat until you're full. It's not complicated. Peace.